Hey, welcome everyone. I'm your tour guide, William Boyette, and I'm going to take you on a tour of all the ETF timer features and some of the important stuff that could be important to you. And so on the main page, we do put these little charts here, and the most important thing that I like to look at is the most profitable, the average weekly gain. And we can see that FNGU is averaging 4.29% a week. If you have a choice between different ETFs and limited money, you want to probably get in the one that has the biggest return. And then we have our most volatile. Now this is a volatility ranking from the most volatile to the least volatile, so you can use this to see the type of volatility that you can feel comfortable with when you're choosing an ETF to trade. And so some of the most interesting things, FNGU is the most profitable, but yet it's not the most volatile, so definitely love that one right there. And then up here is the win percentage, and so FNGU is showing the most winners, don't have as many losers. And another thing you should get comfortable with is real fast is the 2-year returns. And so on here we list the returns, and this will give you an idea of what type of swings that you're going to get. And if we look at the top performer, FNGU, it did 623% in 2 years. Now the S&P did 42%. So this is like 15 times the market. Totally incredible. All of this is available for you on the very front page, and you can use that for deciding which ones that you want to invest in. And now let's go inside to take a look at what the members area actually looks like. Now here we are in the members area, and right off the bat at the top is the ETF status of each of the ETFs. So if you were, let's say, in every ETF, 3 of them would be in cash now waiting for the next buy price, and 4 of them you would still be trading. So we have that right here, and this is very helpful if you bought into an ETF. Like let's say you get a buy for FNGU, you can come here and just kind of see what's going on. You'll know that the system is still in it, so you didn't miss any sell or alert or anything like that. So it always keeps you updated. And also you might forget what your stop price is, so if the one is using it, it'll also be listed here, so you can find that in your status. And then the rest of this has to pertain to our action. And over here on the right, we're going to go with this one first. These are targets for the closing day. So you have the results of the ETF, and as I showed you before, there was the 2-year results. This one is the complete historical results, so you can see all of them since the ETF was first released. And if you click on any of these, it brings up all this data, and this is very helpful if you know, this is for the end of today's trading date, so you can come in here and check and make sure you didn't miss anything. For example, let's say you're waiting to buy FNGU and your buy price was $34.94. You know, did you miss anything? And if you look up here, it'll tell you the low of the day, $37.95, so it never went that low, it never bought it, so you're okay there. Other things that you're going to find on here is pretty much on the other side. The status is over here, same here. And we also have these statistics at the top, which you can find very useful. Average holding time, so FNGU, the average holding time is 1.4 weeks. So this one is for very short moves. Others have longer moves. This one is your average return. So between the winners and the losers, what are you expecting to make? About 6% for your 1.4 week. So that's not bad, right? That's why I'm saying it comes out to 4.95% return a week. And your average winner will be 15%, your average loser at -12. So you have this information at your fingertips if you need it. You also have your sell targets, which are over here. These are the sell targets that were for today. Okay, so all the prices, the sell targets and the buy prices are based on today's closing price. So 40.44 is based on a closing price of $38.79. 34.94 is based on a closing price of $38.79. So tomorrow the closing price will be different. Now the most important ones are your buy and sell targets. So if you haven't bought already, you have your buy targets are right here, and you'll have your buy price, you'll have your stop price, and you'll have the last closing price that it's been at. To make this easy for you is we've put over here how much it needs to drop or rise or whatever before it becomes a buy. And so if you were interested in buying FNGU, it's telling you need to wait for it to pull back 9.4%. Now there's others that are like this one right here that'll tell you right now is a good time to get started. Now for those who have actually gotten in, we then have the sell targets. Okay, so remember there are 7 ETFs, and you can see 3 of them are in cash, so they're not waiting to sell, and 4 of them have been bought and they're waiting to sell. And so down here is what you would do is if you hold one of those. Okay, so again, when it comes to selling, we sell when it closes above. So it has to close above a certain price or close below. So if it's dropping and it closes below this price, we want to get out of that loser. And if it's been rising and closes above this, we want to cash in our gains and get out. And that's what this will be doing here. And to help you prepare for this, we give you a hint of what you need to do. So if I was holding LABU, for it to trigger one of my alerts here, one of my prices, I'm going to need to look for a 6.4% rise or a drop. So there you go. With a brief recap, you have all of today's trading action is listed over here. The trading action for the next trading day is down here, and the current status is right up in here. So that's a tour of the ETF timer.